Oh my gosh. You don't have mirrors out here, so you don't see what you look like. And then this is the first I get to see what I look like. Good morning. It is, I'm recording. How do you see with your hat like that? It is March 19th. March 19th. It is April 19th. Our brains are frozen. Our toes are frozen. Look at this. Look at me. That's how he's hiking. It was cold last night. We got in late because apparently we hiked closer to 15 miles yesterday.
I'm mad about it.
Apparently we hiked closer to 15 miles yesterday. So we get in kind of late. It's hard when you get in late because you got to get your tent up, get food, get your bear bag hung. And then it's like dark in the tent. So it's hard to get cleaned up. And I have to do a tick check every night. I have to check us all over to make sure we don't have any ticks. Couldn't really do that last night very well. So we just sort of got into bed. We didn't get to sleep until after 9, which is really late for us. We try to get in bed and laying down by 6 because we wake up by like 6 the next morning, or yeah, 6, and we just need that sleep. So this morning I got up at 5. We were packed and ready to go pretty much by 7. It takes us about 2 hours to get everyone up, go potty, get dressed, breakfast, get the tent down and all that. Today is also a 13.4. Don't know. I mean, by the numbers, the terrain by numbers seems a little bit more intense, but I think it's going to be okay. We've got sun shining behind me. I am so, oh my gosh. Seriously, it's ridiculous. I've got red nose, hair sticking out everywhere. Don't even know the last time I brushed my hair.
Poison ivy.
Poison ivy? No. No, it's none of the above. It's just some sort of plant. They're learning to identify plants. A lot of poison ivy along the trail, so we're having to be careful of that. But they're also learning the difference between Virginia creeper and poison ivy, which they look the same for those that don't know, but Virginia creeper has like 5 leaves instead of 3. See, like that, guys, that's Virginia creeper right here. There. Looks like poison ivy, but actually maybe that's some poison ivy. No, that's Virginia creeper. Kind of hard to tell sometimes. Just stay away from all of it. Anyway, I know it got down below 40 last night. It wasn't as cold for us last night as it was the day before, but this morning feels so cold. It's supposed to get up to around, I don't know, 75, 76 today, and then not quite as cold tomorrow night. Tomorrow, let's see. Well, tonight we're going to get to, shoot, I don't remember the name of shelters anymore. We're going to get to some shelter. And I think it's the last shelter in the Shenandoah National Park, and I think it's actually not even technically in the national park or something like that, or something like that. I think we'll be out of the park. I think we're out of the park today. I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. Breakfast this morning was like donuts from the wayside yesterday because we just didn't have enough food. We didn't have like a proper resupply, so we just sort of got what we could get from the wayside. But they were pretty good, huh? The donuts? You didn't like them because you wanted powder? He wanted, huh? Well, that's, yeah, because they're chocolate donuts from a convenience store. I thought they were pretty good. I do not usually go for the chocolate, but it was more calories. And when you're out here, the more calories per ounce, you know, the more you get more fuel for what you're carrying. So that's what we went with. But anyway, not much more to say. There was some deer around the campsite, like literally walking just really close to the campsite. They're clearly not afraid of people at all. So that was really cool to see. Still no bear sightings. I don't know if we're going to see any bears We're kind of noisy. I think they hear us coming long before we see them. But I'm okay with that. I'm really not. Yeah, Black Rock Shelter, I think we were at. This is Black Rock Gap. And then there's the blaze over there, so we just keep going that way. Okay, enough rambling. Okay. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, but today it's from one shelter to the next, or almost to the next shelter. So it's 12 miles we have to go without any water. So we had to load up on water to bring with us. What?
What is that?
What is what? Oh, it's just a bug. Criminy, it's not even that impressive.
What is it?
It was not that impressive.
What was it?
It was just a bug. It wasn't even like...
But it was the fattest.
It wasn't even worth filming. It was that unimpressive. Have you really not seen a bug like that before?
No.
It's just like a... It just looks sort of like a mosquito hawk, but bigger.
It was the biggest.
You've seen dragonflies more impressive than that. It just looked like a really ugly dragonfly. Anyway, oh, somebody's coming. Just past this section hiker. Had a little chat. It's nice to come across the people who, especially the ones coming this way. At this point, a lot of them are northbounders coming from Georgia, but they're usually doing 20 miles a day. We are, you know, we're doing good. I think for 19, maybe. You can get water there anyway. I mean, for considering we're only 19 days in, I think we're doing really good with our trail legs. I feel like I woke up this morning and my ankle and knee didn't hurt for the first time. Even like the back of my knee. Where's Kenzie? She's too far ahead. Just want to record this because this is my favorite type of trail right here. Yeah. Look at all these pine trees. I love pine trees. I think they're my favorite. And I love this trail with all these pine needles.
Pine nipples.
Pine nipples, sorry.
Pineapple.
We call them pine nipples because he accidentally called them pine nipples at one point, and so from now on they're pine nipples. So I love walking. I love walking on these beds of pine nipples.
You call them pineapples, people probably think you're talking about pineapples.
Maybe.
That's on the first day.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a tiny
We're talking about, we're going to be at a hostel tomorrow night. We're going to take a zero, so we'll be there 2 nights. And apparently in Waynesboro, near a hostel, they have an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet that we plan to go to.
I was saying it's not all-you-can-eat buffet, but here it's going to be an all-you-can-eat buffet.
I didn't say it's right next door. I said near it. And I'm getting beef and broccoli. What are you getting, Kenzie?
Noodles.
Noodles. Camden, what are you getting?
Chicken
Chicken
and vegetables.
and noodles.
A piece of tofu. I've never tried tofu. I want
okay.
out vegetables.
All right, let's enjoy the rest of this trail. I'm making good time today. It is almost noon. We left at 7:30. It's almost noon and we've gone, I don't know how many miles. We've gone more than, well over halfway. The last thing we have to do is a couple of ups. We'll stop for lunch soon, but we should get to the shelter, I'm hoping by 2:30. Yep, couple of ups. You know, we end the day with ups. I'm making good time today. The trail is nice too. These are pretty. I'm not sure what they are, but they're pretty. Let me get a picture of them so we can, let me find a good sample. This one should be good. So we can identify it. So we stopped for lunch. We found this little gap. I have a plant on me apparently. No, that's the Sour Patch Kids. We're having whoopie pies for lunch.
Burgers.
Yeah. Very nutritious. We had to pick it up at the wayside. I am elevating my disgusting legs. I won't show all of it, but that shows some of the swelling. I should show my feet. People should see how disgusting this is. Yeah. I have leukotape. They're dirty, filthy. I have leukotape over blisters. Blister on my heel, which I think is long gone. I just haven't bothered to take it off. This toe is hurting. We are gnarly. We are disgusting. Not too bad though. Some people have much worse. Your all's toes are good though, huh? I had to put leukotape on her heels today because they were a little sore, but that's just to prevent. They're better about not ignoring the blisters. I tend to just keep going because I don't want to stop and take off my shoes and address the problem, so then it progresses to blisters, and that's on me. All right, I'm gonna eat my whoopie pie now, and we're gonna get back on trail. We've gone 8.6 of the 13.4 we have to do today. So we're making good time. It's only noon. We started at 7:30. Keep going this way. I feel like we are supposed to go along this. You see it? Where's the blaze? Oh, across there. The blaze is over here. Okay. Come to the road. We look both ways. Go quick. All right. Ooh, into the pines. There's a little more shade in here.
I really like that. Can I put my book in the neck? It's making my head hot.
Got some beautiful view today. Beautiful trail. We have, I don't know how much left. About a mile something left to the shelter. I don't know. This is our last down before a couple of ups. So we're just enjoying it. We're on the, clearly on the, actually I don't know which side of the mountain we're on.
The last down?
But at least it's shady down here. At the lower elevations has more shade because the trees have more leaves. The upper elevations are rough. But we've got our hats on and sunscreen on. And we're getting through it. It's beautiful down here. We come across a lot of blowdowns on the trail. And we just have to make our way over them.
Where do I'm going to send this route. That's the weakest pipe.
That's the pipe spring we've been hiking towards. They told us like 0.1 to the spring, and then we get up there and the sign says...
No, it's 0.2.
Turn right. No, it was 0.1 according to the far out. But and then we get to the sign.
It was like
0.1 later, and it says the spring is 0.2 this way. The shelter's another 0.1. That's the spring. So we got to collect our water. My watch just told me drink some water.
What?
All right. Okay, we've made it to the shelter. We actually got here, I think we got here just before 3. There's a few people here. These are, we've been in the same shelter with them the last 2 nights, which is cool. So we have a bit of a little SOBO tramily going on. And we got here early enough that the kids actually can run around and look for bugs under rocks. Do things that kids do. We've got our tent set up. Let me show the tent.
Look what I found.
Let me hobble over here and show the tent. Got our tent set up on the pad here. Got time before we... Wow, you know that the camera's on this side, right? Yeah, you just wasted all that. I'll show how we sleep and everything at some point.